Yo, what is good, my squad? Now, yes, I know I haven't posted what is in a couple of days, you know, but I am finally getting out that video, bros. So then, as I said, this is part 2. What if Deku was God of Destruction? Let's get started, my guys. Hold up. After Deku slammed Bako on the floor, Deku would say, as I said, Deku Bakugo, why would I say I'm greater than you when I already know I am? Deku Bakugo would yell, stop looking down on me, Deku! Izuku would say, I'm not looking down on you. In fact, I'm envying you're trying, you for even trying to attack. Oh, and by the way, let me just change some more shiz up my clock. One, one, uh, one. First of all, Deku unlocked his God of Destruction powers during the 10 most times to get into UA. Get that bullshit I said about him doing it after getting into UA. That's stupid. I'm sorry, I apologize. I won't do that again. Probably not. I'm pretty bad at this shit. So, Deku kind of knows what key is. Rio Taekwondo, not. Forget about that. That's something. I don't think that's something even Deku can really learn. Something. Well, yo, just keep watching for another what if. Alright, just keep watching. Alright. The Deku understood how to summon his clothing. Now his hero clothing is basically just his God of Destruction drip. But he can't, use the Hakai energy or anything. And yeah, he ain't got no one for all. If you don't like me giving Kirishima one for all, then why you watch my videos, bro? And ignore my screen going black sometimes. That's just my device shutting off now and then. So, let's get started. Now then, you know what I said. Izuku would power up his ki with a bursting roar, yelling before charging at Bako, punching him, shattering the entire wall behind him. Bako jumping up, exploding in Izuku's face, not doing anything. That guy has the durability of Hercules. As he would, Deku would elbow death Bako through on the neck, smashing him between the floors before jumping down and boxing with him, blocking and countering at speeds that even almost. Deku gets faster and faster each second with his eyes changing color. As Deku gets more and more annoyed, but Deku says, enough! Before a thinking thunderous aura blast off Izuku, sending Katsuki flying into the wall, slamming. Izuku's aura becoming more thicker, stronger, deadlier. One of his eyes glowing a bright purplish red. Similar to Sans when he's using his true powers, ignoring his background. As marks would appear on Izuku's chest and arms, similar to the ones in the picture. As Izuku's body itself would begin to change, he became more muscular. His hair changed color. It's half new. It has white with some green tinges now. Everyone in the class would be confused, but All Might would be shaken in fear. As this immense power, like a god, Izuku put up hands and said, I am tired of this bullshit, Katsuki. For putting up his fingers, like Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu no Kaisen, and say, collateral damage. for a literal something looks something that looks similar to a little universe slash galaxy. He would throw it at Katsuki. Deck Bakugo saying, "Oh really? Damn nerd!" Was blasted full force at Izuku, similar to a cannon but sharp. But Deku's blast easily goes through, and when Bakugo jumps out of the way with his arm being completely destroyed, when he turned around, he saw an entire chunk, he looked out the back of where the hole was created and saw entire buildings gone. Then a crater appeared from that one attack, and Zuko would teleport under him, simultaneously uppercutting him, sending him flying upstairs to where Ida and Uraraka would be. Not Uraraka, I mean Violet. As she would be reinforcing her body with a weird power. As she would be fighting like a martial artist, as she is one, of course. She knows martial arts. As she would jump into the air doing a backflip kicking Ida, then a front flip smashing his fake mask into the ground. Before then, Izuku would come up here with a little dragon appearing behind him as he uppercutted Bakugo. As he slammed Bakugo through the glass floor, he broke it. He just took an entire chunk out of the building while pushing Bakugo up the floors. He was tearing up entire floors. So when he finally got to the last floor, he ripped out an entire chunk of the building, punching Bakugo up and blasting him with Ki blast. How much was that? It wasn't Izuku. Violet couldn't even sense him anymore. She realized he isn't using any more Ki. As he would pull back his arm, punching into Bakugo's gut over and over and over again. Before All Might came and jumped and hit him to the ground. Violet would yell, "No! Don't!" Before teleporting in front of Izuku, protecting him. Before All Might said, "That man is a villain, girl. He was about to kill Bakugo Katsuki. Move or be eliminated." Not killed, but eliminated. As he would smack her out of the way, very gently. I know this is not good, but Izuku would be standing, not even hurt, and saying, "Oh, I worshipped you. Now, you say I'm a villain? I just got information that you were a spy, a traitor who works for the League of Villains." Izuku would say, "Why would I work for the League of the Villains, huh? It's because my quirk has destruction in its name? Is that why? Oh my, I worshipped you. Let a god." All Might said, "I know, but I have one condition. If you can even manage to stop one of my attacks, I'll let you go and I'll believe every word you say. Sound fair?" Deku would say, "Actually, that sounds fair enough." For pulling back his fist and punching All Might right in his gut, sending him flying before teleporting and blocking one of All Might's attacks. But All Might said, "Alright then, I'll keep my end of the deal. I'll erase all the intent of you being a as Deku would say." Ha ha ha. Amazing. Wait, because I'm recording something, I'm being pissed. Alright, and after that, let's skip 5 hours. Hold up. Alright, I'm back. Hold up. USJ, yeah, 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 boy. Yeah, yeah, you're, you're, you know, yo, okay, okay, go Canada, go Canada, get to the bus, get to the stop, go to the USJ, hey, they're going great, they're going great, oh, hey, yeah, MHA, yeah, UI squad, yeah, I don't care, yeah, my bra, yeah, hey, yeah, let's go to the USJ, let's see what they say. Let's see what they do about me interviewing in the story. Yeah. Big numbers. What's good? Ignore this. Good in the hood, what's good in the hood? Good in the hood, let's go. Get to the story. Right now, you bro. We get back to the story in a second, though. Alright. Let's go to the USJ, my bro. Hey. Yo, let's get to the USJ. And after they get to the USJ, they're going insane because they get inside. It goes as canon until the villain raids. Deku's senses of disturbance as long as it was violent, and they would yell, "Get the fuck down!" Everyone would be like, "What you mean?" Pointing towards us, Kira Giddy would pop out. Pop off with the villains, yo. What do you got there? Yo, got you some background. Ignore it. Alright. Okay, shit, what was I? Hold up. I have such a bad memory. I'm tired, yo. Just got back from school. That was bad. Alright. To get in, you were the villain. A big black, hold up, let me rephrase that. A giant bird-like creature would come out of that portal black room. Jigarashi would say, "Where is all my Kurokuro beauty? You sent me. What's here?" God damn, that nigga's voice raspy as fuck. My Kurogiri would say, "My liege, I believe All Might is not here." That's Shigaraki was the son. "Oh, then, no bear, Sherlock. Then we will have to torture his students until he arrives. And if that is the case, for scratching his neck, for popping off. I saw one running down, beating them villains up right now, yeah. I saw one running down. Got the Glock outside with the right, yeah, blowing up villains' head with the Glock, blah. You know, that dude would jump off like, Violet, let's go. Big fat, yellow. Violet does. Okay, sure. What does that mean? Flying off. I mean, he can fly. He used to go popping off like a gangster, beating villains left and right with his new martial arts skills. Even using his new skill called Divine Wrath! Right up. yelling, "Jump on!" Blasting multiple enemies with somehow conjuring lightning. Somehow confusing. But after that, that's right. Hello. I need to go. Hello. 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 Look at my. Yeah. 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 Now, the Deku would be jumped by the Nomu. Deku can't sense the Nomu's energy. Because it has no soul. And Izuku will be battered away by that thing with the strength of the All Might. Getting launched to the other side of the USJ. He was able to get out faster than anyone. He didn't get teleported with Tsuyu and the others. Oh, by the way, Mineta is not in this. If y'all like Mineta, you with some pervy, messed up people, and y'all need some help. Let's go. Deku would have blocked the attack, but still. His ring that his papa had given him would start glowing. Remember how I said in part 1 this would be a very important important aspect? Well, here's where that comes into play. Izuku would be teleported, would teleport back, launching a similar move to the Kamehameha, calling it the Purple Dragon! Explosion! Blah, 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 blah. Oh shit, no. The Nomu would be 5? It would be impossible. He got people full. As Violet would charge in, as I would yell, "Don't!" Violet flipping him off. Deku would say, "Wow." Before she would come punching the Nomu, fighting side to side along Izuku. Hold on. Izuku somehow beating the thing. As they walk away, prideful, both of them are getting backhanded to the skull by the Nomu, sending both of them flying, but they would teleport and quickly grab each other. Izuku protected her at the last second, as her body isn't lifeless. If she got hit that hard, she'd definitely be killed. She would have died. Deku can resist even a missile launcher. So, and the Nomu hits Black One. He is All Might. If All Might struggled with even one, a high-end Nomu is far out of his reach. Or is it? Da-da-da! Foreshadowing. As Izuku would close his eyes, focusing, breathing like he was taught to by his old sensei, an old weary man who trained him to use the ki over the 10-month time span. As he would put up one hand and say, "Feel the wrath of God." Before clenching, putting up another fist and putting them together as if he was about to make a fucking Rasengan. All of a sudden, a sun would be created. A supernova, as Izuku would lift his hand in the air, still floating, bouncing the things, making it smaller, kicking up the gap, similar to what Beer is. His power, as it would go from the usual sun color to a purple color, as it would start spinning like a nuclear fusion core, before Izuku would kick it out the Nomu as it came in contact, and the Nomu wouldn't be affected. Izuku would be like give it a second. And when everyone, before time even moved, the Noma would start screaming and adding bleeding as Izuku would move in to attack the beast, pummeling it with every strike, getting harder, more precise, more quicker, stronger than the last. But then Hiroshima would come in, smashing the Noma, saying, "Smash it! Hooray for it!" Yes, sir! As the Nomu's body would start to evaporate into particles of sand, Izuku would say, "I didn't like to do that." Izuku was trying to stop the blast, really. As he would stop the Kai just in time, All Might would rush in and see everything going down. Betrayed, he read. Yeah, boy, Izuku was pissed. He just had some shit from the kiss. He heard he's a pervert, he's not supposed to use his shit unless he's allowed to by the cops. He's pissed off right now. He's about to blow up UA. All Might said, "You're gay." All Might said, "You're gay. You're fucking insane. Get the hell out of my school right now. Right now. Right now. Now. Izuku was furious with this. Getting kicked out because of some little rumor? At this point, they believe that there's a traitor among the school. And they suspected Izuku to do it. Izuku was fucking furious with them. It's not even his own mother wants him home now. He would be furious, realizing, why is mom letting me in the house? She said she never abandoned me. Even if I became a villain, I can't never win. I'm a monster, right? Before flying off in despair, realizing he's lost everything. His mother doesn't even love him. Call him his son. Her son. But actually, that's a clone. As Inko's dead. She isn't coming back. There are no Dragon Balls in this universe. So that means the concept of death is absolute. So, yeah, that's a clone of his mom saying she doesn't love him. You're hurt. She never liked her. Or is there a Dragon Ball in this unit? Foreshadowing. You're smart, bro. Foreshadowing. Genius. Deku would be furious, punching a little bit. He would live in an abandoned building now. As he had a dream to become like All Might. But now, he doesn't want to. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm sorry if my screen went dark for you, but he would be furious. He would destroy everything. He would Over the years, he was learning to concentrate and control his Hakaishin energy. Only for like a year though. All the way to the festival where Deku would be watching from the skies, observing it. And now he was sporting something with him. This is what Violet looks like, but with a shirt. This is Izuku. His hair has changed. It's not even white or green, it's black. And his tail. Everything is just. His tail is black. That's how it works in their culture. It depends on your hair color. The color of your hair. His rings, black. His hairline, black. His feet, what are those niggas? I don't know. What are those? This is all black. He has a red tattoo running across. Oh my god. Running across his body. All it. Covering half of his face. Now his eye. Yeah, he somehow managed to turn his eye black. Like, this eye, all black with a red dot. Kind of. Okay. .exe. Some on some .exe shit. Of course, it's probably might change. That no. So shut up. Now then, Izuku would be observing, watching until Todoroki versus my nigga Kira. Yeah, fuck you hoes. You're not my goddamn bros. Yeah, fuck you hoes. You're not my fucking bros. Yeah, you're not my bros. You're just so fucking hoes. Oh shit. Oh. Blast. I mean, Deku. Yeah. Let's say, now then, the successor of Lord Ugo versus Totoro. Deku is furious now. He's somewhat of an anti-hero. He said he doesn't serve good or bad. People presume he's dead. He's gone. Missing. But what they don't know is that he's observing them right now. He's playing God. As he would sit there watching, anticipating, he would say, "It's a draw." Before the bang would be heard. Looking down, he would see Todoroki and Kirishima knocked out of the ring. Izuku was right, and he would hear clapping and laughing and roaring of joy. Izuku would say, I should literally right now, but I'm not. I'm being generous. Over the years, the 1 year time skip, Izuku got more and more control, precise with his God of Destruction power, able to make it unstable with High Gloss into concentrate into a single fingertip. At this point, Deku could take on even All Might in a fight and win. As Izuku would hear that. This time it's two female fighters from the same class. Violet, Soul, and Mina Ashido. Deku would realize. And girl should sing. As Violet's personality has changed, as she's not that joyful, kind person. She's depressed, sad. Because she's actually loved. Now that Izuku left, all because of a rumor, she's true. Popcorn thing. People would watch, observing his somewhat of his only friend there. Fight. Basically, she has the bra is different. She has like a tank. Basically, shirts that show your belly now. Her hair has gotten longer. It's become white. Like I'm talking Snow White. She has spiked earrings, a thing around her neck. Emo. Basically, bitch has gone emo. As she would say, not gonna win, Ashido. Mina would summon a literal Susanoo type of thing out of her ass and say, oh, whatever, emo girl, for smashing down. The girl would block it with her fingertips. Acid. Deku is a Saiyan in this. He just doesn't even know it. As she would commit a blood way that day, before roaring and going into the Ikari wrath state, sporting a six-pack. Damn, this bitch's message. For rushing at Ashido, shattering around, jumping, similar to fucking King Kong. Not trying to be spacist. Racism and spacism is basically you being racist to aliens. As she would slam down, destroying all of Mina's ass before glocking her in her neck, launching her out before blasting her with Kiba. For powering down, Izuku would say, she hasn't changed. Before teleporting away again, Violet sensing this saying, Izu? And being naturally depressed about the fact that her lover, sort of, she kind of loved him, but yeah, her shipmate is gone. Izuku lives up in the forest in an old Japanese-style house with a katana with a dragon hilt on it. No, he doesn't use katanas. No. Bakugo's a bitch. I don't know. I mean... Alright, yo, fuck, you, let's go. As Izuku would slowly float down to her dorm, like some sort of doctor, before placing something on her balcony everything was gone. And a new pair of clothes. Because this bitch fucking ruined hers. Because your boy Deku is a simp. He helped his girl out. Hold up, I'm doing something. You know, this girl got curves for days, yo. This bitch got curves, my guy. Curves. She would wake up. She would see Izuku, but she would get away. She would start having a mental breakdown. Flashback to a year ago. After hearing that the explanation of Deku, and that he's presumed dead, she had a mental breakdown. She had a mental one. She just thought, oh, this is a hallucination. Getting up, getting dressed, heading out to see the entire dorm waiting, celebrating something. That class 1A, saying all thanks to Violet. She would be disgusted as none of them tried to defend Izuku. Only one that defended him was Violet, Todoroki, and that was it. No one else defended Izuku. She would walk off in disgust, and they would be like, hey, what's wrong? She would say, what's wrong? What's wrong? Before yelling out, cracking the windows. Yeah. Because of you people, Izuku is gone. He is dead. Because of all of you, Todoroki, not you. You didn't even stand up for him. Because of all of you, Izuku is dead right now. He's been gone for a year. You haven't even found his body. And you're celebrating. You're not even sad. He was the greatest student is gone. Because of you, he was accused of being a villain. And you all know Izuku would not be evil. And just because, okay, he has destruction in his name. But that do not mean he's a villain. None of you, and I mean none of you stood up for him. Only one stood up for me and Todoroki. Ida would say, he deserved it. I will not accept villainous acts in my class. She would snap, your class? If anything, you're at fault for this, Mr. Prez. Storming off, shattering the walls when she slammed her door shut. Todoroki looking and saying, you people don't deserve to be heroes. For walking off, going into his room, freezing the door shut, so no one would enter it. Flashback. Over. He's sitting on the fucking moon, realizing that this thing doesn't breathe in space. this is what Izuku would look like essentially. Pretty sure I saw it. Look at this guy. Hold up, y'all. I'm looking for something to deku because I'm trying to look for the perfect character for him and everything. Oh, this is the new Izuku look. God damn, he got the twist. Oh, I got the grip. But more evil. Izuku would be observing the moon, the Earth from the moon itself. He lives on the moon. He even built his own house there and everything, cause he doesn't need oxygen. That's how he learned to improve his meditation and his ki control. As he rarely heads back to Earth. And because of the fact that he's on the direct thing that sends off blitz waves, he's constantly affected by the moon. And when he turned Uzaru, he learned to control his Uzaru state to the point where he even made a Super Saiyan-like version of the Uzaru, of the Super Izaru state. As he calls it, Super Ikari. Not Super... Yeah. As all his clothes, they weigh like 500 tons. But in space, they weigh like 14,000 tons. So, not big. So he's constantly, that's how he's been able to hold himself down on the moon.
Ooh, my friend's over there.
Alright, ignore that. And that's where I'll be leaving off part 2 to what if Izuku Midoriya was a god of destruction.